In a small village surrounded by dusty roads and neem trees, there lived a quiet 19-year-old boy named Rohan. He was known for being simple and soft-spoken, the kind of person people rarely noticed. Rohan carried big dreams in his heart, but life had not been kind to him. He had failed his exams twice, his friends had moved ahead, and even some relatives had begun whispering that he was not meant for success. One evening, while cleaning the backyard of his small house, he found an old clay pot with a dry, lifeless plant inside. Its leaves were brittle, its stem weak, and the soil cracked from neglect. His neighbor laughed and said, "Throw it away, it's dead." But Rohan didn't. For reasons he couldn't explain, he decided to water it. Every morning before sunrise, Rohan poured a small cup of water into the pot. He placed it where it could receive sunlight and gently loosened the soil with his fingers. Days passed. Nothing changed. The plant looked exactly the same, dry and hopeless. His neighbors mocked him. "Are you trying to grow miracles?" They joked. Even his family suggested he was wasting time. But Rohan continued. Day 10, day 20, day 30. Still no sign of life. Sometimes he stared at the plant and felt foolish. Doubt whispered in his mind, telling him he was watering something dead, just like he was chasing dreams that would never grow. Yet each morning he chose discipline over doubt. By day 50, frustration began to weigh on him. He wondered if everyone else was right, but something inside him had changed. Watering the plant was no longer about the plant. It was about proving to himself that he could stay consistent even when results were invisible. So he continued. Day 60, day 70, day 80. The soil remained quiet, offering no reward for his patience. Still, he showed up. His hands moved with routine, his heart steadier than before. On the morning of the 100th day, Rohan walked to the backyard with the same small cup of water. The sun had just begun to rise, painting the sky with soft orange light. As he bent down, he froze. From the dry, cracked soil, a tiny green shoot had pushed its way up. It was small, fragile, but undeniably alive. For a moment he couldn't breathe. The plant had not been dead. It had been building roots deep beneath the surface. All those days when nothing seemed to happen, something had been happening where he could not see. Tears filled his eyes, not because the plant survived, but because he understood the lesson. Growth does not always show itself immediately. Sometimes the most important progress happens in silence, underground, away from applause. The world may see nothing and call it failure, but beneath the surface, strength is forming. That day, Rohan realized that he was just like that plant. His failures, his repeated attempts, his silent efforts, they were roots growing deeper. Months later, the plant stood tall with bright green leaves, becoming the most beautiful thing in his backyard. People who once laughed now admired it. But Rohan only smiled quietly. He knew the truth. Success is not about dramatic breakthroughs. It is about daily commitment when no one believes in you. The boy who watered a dead plant for 100 days didn't just grow a plant. He grew patience, discipline, and unshakable faith. And from that day forward, whenever life looked lifeless and hopeless, he remembered the tiny green shoot that proved him right.